I don't know about you, but I absolutely hate it when I'm busy in the day and need to do a to-do list. To-do lists always seem to put me under pressure that I don't really want to be under. And I can remember years ago being taught about to-do lists and how important they are, and how you should put your 6 things that you're going to do each day and rank them in order and do the hardest one first and all that sort of thing. And yet I've always hated a to-do list. And recently, I'm a bit behind the times, but recently I saw a better alternative. It's called a to-be list, and that's what I want to talk about in today's video. Now, if you're watching the video for the first time, my name's James, welcome along to the channel. And over the last 2 years, what I've basically been doing is talking about life experiences, things that I've learned over the years, a bit of wisdom that I've picked up, and I like to share it in the hope that it gives you encouragement on your way forward. And so that's what I want to talk about today then, the to-be list. Now that's different. Where a to-do list is telling you about the tasks that you have to face through the course of the day, the to-be list is different, because what it does is it helps you to think about being the type of person that you want to be through the course of the day. And I kind of like that better. If you think about it, through the course of each day we have lots of little different things go on, and we need to act differently depending on what it is. Let me give you an example. If I need to go out and have a walk and get a bit of exercise, 2 things. One, I need to think healthily, because just walking on its own doesn't actually help everything. I need to think about what I'm eating as well. And the other one, of course, is I need discipline, because I don't like going for a walk. It's boring. Well, it is around here. You've seen me on my walks around here. It's the same thing every day. If I walked along the seafront, it would be a different matter, but it's not. And so I have to think about that. On days when I'm seeing my grandkids, well, those are the days when I need to be fun, I need to be enthusiastic, and I need to be patient. Because the older I get, the less patient I am. But it's true though, for every one of us, we can set our days out and be the kind of person that we want to be during the course of the day. If you're going out and you know that on this particular day you're going to have a conversation that's not going to be a comfortable one, then on days like that I want to be calm, I want to be focused, and I want to be diplomatic, because I don't want to make the person feel bad that I'm having the conversation with. And so, as you can see, a to-be list can be better than a to-do list, because it forces us to see how we're going to behave and how we're going to act through the course of the day. Now, each day is different, but there are always some things that you can do to make how you are as a person seem better. I mean, if you think about it, if you could put these on your to-do list every day, if you feel that you should be more enthusiastic about life, you could put that on your list. More caring, more helpful, more kind. Do you know what I mean? There's loads of different feelings or ways that we could be with people. And I think that by doing a to-do list, you may get your jobs done. But with a to-be list, you're kind of improving the person that you are. You can make slight little tiny improvements each day on the kind of person that you are and the way that you behave around people. Patience it's like, I think of patience every time I go shopping, because I hate shopping, but you've got to do it, haven't you? And I get wound up when I go shopping. And so it's on days like that when I think to myself, I've got to calm down. I've got to be a bit more thoughtful, because there are going to be times in the future when I'm older that I'm going to be slow and in the middle of the aisle and holding everybody back too. And it's those kinds of things that I need to think about as a person. And in my place in the world, those kinds of things are important. And so a to-be list can be a great thing to have. What about you? What do you think? The thought of actually filling in that every day and doing it just puts it into your mind before you even start. It sets you up to, I don't know if you can hear this, it's a bit windy out here. It sets you up for the day, because you know before you start the day the kind of things that you want to put in place for how you're going to be as a person. And I think, let's turn this way, and I think that that's important for everyone. And if you can improve the way that you are on a daily basis, just imagine how much better life is going to be in your interactions in the years to come. It's something you need to think about if you are looking to be a better person. I know for me, even at my age, I still look to be better than I am. I can still be impatient and arrogant, and I can snap at people just like everybody else does. But the thought of doing a to-be list and starting doing that has kind of focused my attention, and it's made me think about the way that I treat people in general. Now, don't get me wrong, I think I'm quite a nice guy. I don't go out of my way to upset anybody. I don't say things to people that I wouldn't like to see said to me. My mum and dad taught me as a child that to treat people the way you want to be treated. And that's a good tenet for your life. But you know what? Like everybody, I'm human and I have my moments. Because I don't think I'm an easy person to live with, to be honest. Because I do have my ways. I do know what I think's right, what's wrong. And I'm not as pliable as I should be. I'm not as flexible as I should be. And since I've started thinking about this to-be list, it's got me to thinking about the ways in how I can improve myself as a person. And I think that can only be good. How about you? Do you know ways in which you could improve the way you go on and you're around people? Do you think that there are times when you've approached things in the wrong way because of your mindset beforehand? And would using a to-be list make things easier for you as well? These are the kinds of things that a to-be list gets you thinking about. With a to-do list, I was like a sergeant major. Got to get this done, this done, this done, this done. And to be honest, it made my days a misery sometimes, because I was pushing and pushing and pushing and trying to get everything done and not taking time for 5 minutes. And I'm sure that made me a worse person to be around. But I like this idea of a to-be list. Think of all your characteristics, think of your good points, the things that you're good at. And then think of the things that you're not so good at, and think about how you could improve them. And by putting them on a to-be list, it will, I think in a way, you know, it can help you be more successful than even a to-do list can be. Because sometimes with the to-do list, it can set you in a course that can put you in confrontation with others. But a to-be list, well, that's different, isn't it? Because in that one, You're trying to get along with others. And you know what? I've always thought that sugar was better than salt. And that's what it is with temperaments and with moods, isn't it? When you're happier and you're more looking at the world in a more, I don't know, positive mindset, I suppose, being more helpful, more kind, more caring, kind of makes the world a little bit better, doesn't it? And that's it from me for today, day 25. I will be back tomorrow, and over there I'll leave the playlist up again so you can have a check out of some of the other videos that I've done. I'll see you tomorrow.